So much to talk about tonight. Donald Trump issues an endorsement, threats California votes to turn bluer than a Smurf orgy, and New Yorkers head to the ballot box to vote and also probably urinate. So, let's get right into it all with Election Day coverage with Indecision 2025. Let's start in California, where Prop 50 will attempt to rig the voting maps to squeeze out some extra seats for Democrats, which is a response to Texas rigging its voter map for Republicans. And I know this looks like a race to the bottom that will destroy the foundations of democracy in the United States. But let's move on. Because there's also some closely watched governor's races in New Jersey and Virginia. These races gathering a lot of interest around the country, especially from one very specific low-information voter.
Well, the president tonight also warned New Jerseyans and Virginians not to vote Democratic, saying, quote, "You will rue the day that you voted to destroy your life."
Rue the day? Just a fun tip. You never want your endorsements to sound like something Skeletor would scream at He-Man. You know what, frankly, I'm not going to stand for this. There is only one Rue that I recognize, and that's Rue McClanahan. Yes. Yes. Blanche was the best Golden Girl. She liked to but she kept it fun. Miss you, girl. I miss you. Well, while New Jersey and Virginia decide on who will be ruining who, most of the country today is focused on a mayoral race in a quaint little seaside town called New York City. I see you've heard of it. The Democratic frontrunner Zohran Mamdani was campaigning this weekend, and based on his itinerary, see if you can guess how confident he is.
Are you ready to win this race?
God damn! Is he running a campaign or a bachelor party? I'll tell you what, be careful, Zohran. You party this hard, you're gonna catch feelings for capitalism. Free school lunches sound nice until you get used to that bottle service life. But clearly Zohran has been riding high the last few days of the campaign, clubbing all weekend, swinging by a Knicks game, and he even appeared on the Kiss Cam with Karl Marx. So very nice. Meanwhile, Zohran's Republican opponent is Curtis Sliwa, a tough-on-crime, beret-wearing vigilante leader who has been shot in what was reportedly a mob hit. What was his final pitch to voters? I assume it was something like death penalty for all the bad guys.
Animals are viewed as property in New York State, and we're going to turn that around.
Wow. You thought Mamdani was radical. This guy's out here like humans are going to be the pets from now on. Of course, no one is really giving Sliwa a chance. The only man with a chance of perhaps beating Mamdani is Andrew Cuomo, former New York governor and mayoral candidate, most likely to tell the Statue of Liberty she has a hell of an ass. After having lost the primary to Mamdani, he is now running as an independent. And Mamdani is out there in the clubs. I assume Cuomo's final campaign pitch is serious and policy-driven.
A little trivia today, because a lot of questions have been asked. This is a 1996 Ford Bronco. Yes, it is an oldie, but it is a goodie. We're going to win. Why? Because of this Ford Bronco.
Hold on. Okay. A Ford Bronco, a white mid-90s Ford Bronco. Isn't that OJ's car? This was his final pitch to voters. Hey guys, check it out. I own the only vehicle on the planet associated with murder. And if you're an OJ head, you know his famous car chase happened in 1994. Which means Cuomo went car shopping 2 years later and thought, yeah, this will help me pick up the chicks. You know what? Don't worry. Andrew Cuomo isn't that oblivious. He's very aware that this car brings up bad memories of loose juice.
Also been ridiculed quite a bit. People saying, oh, that's the OJ Bronco. Actually, it's not the OJ Bronco. And if you look closer, you will see the black and gold stripe on the side. That clearly distinguishes it from the OJ Bronco.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Andrew, can you please not touch it like that? I mean, come on. I mean, why don't you lick your finger? This is my truck's clitoris right here, just right here. Believe me, you can show off your cool car without doing one in the pink, two in the stink. Now, as surprising as it may seem, Mamdani's critics are not super confident in Andrew Cuomo's final message of, watch me flick the bean on my murder car. So, it's a tough pitch. So, some Republican officials have stepped in with a last-ditch Hail Mary message. Hey, doesn't this guy look like 9/11?
He is a jihadist. This is someone who went and did a photo op with an unindicted co-conspirator of the World Trade Center bombing.
And it's really unthinkable that a little over 20 years since 9/11, you could have a pro-Hamas jihadist, full-blown communist who wants to defund the police as mayor of the greatest city in the world.
Last night, Representative Andy Ogles posted a video of the 9/11 attacks with the caption, "Wake up, New York."
Oh, how dare you, sir? Boo! Yes, Zohran Mamdani obviously did not do 9/11. We all know Bush did 9/11. Seriously, the cynical attempt to inject Islamophobia into this race is disgusting. Disagree with Mamdani's politics all you want, but his culture and faith is as much a part of New York as anyone else's. And there is nothing you can show me that will make me doubt for even 1 second that Mamdani does not belong in this great city.
Zohran Mamdani unable to name Billy Joel's iconic song, New York State of Mind.
Some folks like to get away. As a politician, it's important to be honest.
Plays the piano. From Long Island.
Hop a flight to...
You commie son of a bitch. Get the hell out of New York and never come back. For more coverage on the final day of the New York City mayoral race, we go to Cuomo campaign headquarters with our very own Ronny Chieng. Ronny, tell me, how's Cuomo spending the last few hours?
Well, definitely not touching women, if that was what you're going to ask.
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
no.
Good, because he's not, okay? People keep bringing up Cuomo's past, but the Cuomo campaign is asking, what about Zohran's problems? He's a Ugandan and an Indian and a Muslim and a socialist. That's too many things.
Yeah, aren't you a Chinese, Malaysian, American by way of Australia?
Yeah, and I'm shady as hell, okay? Why do you think I had to move so much? You shouldn't vote for me either.
We're not. We're talking about Cuomo.
Right. Cuomo is confident he's going to win because he spent the day canvassing the city in his lucky Ford Bronco. And to give him even more luck, he wore this lucky sweater.
Ronny, I'm sorry. Is that a Bill Cosby sweater?
What? No, it's not a Bill Cosby sweater, okay? It's got a totally different pattern here, okay? You just feel it
No.
Here, it doesn't.
No.
Look, Cosby sweaters don't have this kind of stitching, okay? This brings Andrew Cuomo good luck when he talks to voters or serves women coffee.
Ronny! Stop! Why are you touching the sweater like that?
Look, the campaign informed me that this is a very normal way to touch sweaters.
Okay. All right. It seemed a little odd to me that it looked so similar to Cosby's.
No, you have 13 sexual harassment cases.
Well, I didn't say anything about the cases, man.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, everyone's just on edge over here. The guy can't have a lucky car or sweater or sit next to this, his lucky ficus plant. And let me stop you right now, okay? No, it's not the same ficus plant that Harvey Weinstein jerked off into, okay? This plant grew from the seedlings of that plant.
Okay. I didn't know ficus plants could bring good luck.
Yeah, they don't unless you jerk off into them. Anyway, Andrew Cuomo would like you to stop connecting these innocent Lucky Charms to gross sex scandals and instead connect Zohran to Marxist jihadist extremism. Okay, if he gets elected, he could do communist 9/11.
What is communist 9/11?
Well, that's where every building in New York City gets hit a little bit equally.
Okay, Ronny. No. Ronny, that is pathetic. Does Cuomo really think that Islamophobic fearmongering is going to play in New York City?
Yes. In fact, Cuomo is going to slide right into the mayor's mansion thanks to his lucky baby oil. And no, okay, it doesn't belong to who you think it does. This is Diddy's baby oil.
That's who I thought it was.
Oh, okay, well, then you nailed it. Yes.
Ronny Chieng, everybody.